Have you ever considered that you could apply a video game to a scientific topic? Here's an interesting example. Pokémon are split up into a variety of different types, similar to elements. These different types can affect each other, providing different reactions. In our example, we're going to see how a Pokémon can affect another and the environment around them. First, we have to look at the carbon cycle. The carbon cycle is a cycle illustrated to show the distribution of carbon dioxide between different organisms. Organisms can either produce carbon dioxide through respiration or take in carbon dioxide to create oxygen through photosynthesis. Another factor to the carbon cycle is combustion of materials, which is an important reaction in our example. For our example, we're going to use two Pokemon, one a fire type and another a grass type. As one can assume, the grass type can act as a plant in our example, and the fire type as an animal. Say our two Pokemon get into a battle. As we hopefully know, fire can hurt grass a lot. If we use a fire move on the grass Pokemon, this will create a reaction. In chemistry, the reaction between organic matter, our grass Pokemon, and oxygen, the fire, is combustion. When the organic matter is burnt, it releases water, energy in the form of heat, and carbon dioxide. This is an example of how carbon dioxide can be introduced into the carbon cycle. Now, our grass Pokemon is hurt from the battle it just endured. A grass Pokemon can heal itself using a method called synthesis in the world of Pokemon, which acts very similar to what we call photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, carbon dioxide, water, and light are taken into the plant. When together, these elements can react to form glucose and oxygen. The glucose can be used to fuel the normal process of the plant, while the oxygen is released back into the world to be used by other organisms. We can see at the beginning of this process carbon dioxide is taken out of the carbon cycle to be changed into oxygen and fuel for the plant. The oxygen will later be consumed by another organism and can be changed back into carbon dioxide only to go back into the carbon cycle once again. Meanwhile, the glucose left behind can help the organism in a variety of ways, as in our example help make our grass Pokemon feel better. Although there are a variety of different factors which influence the carbon cycle, some big influences are organisms and processes caused by organisms, such as Pokemon. This carbon cycle can affect our world in a variety of different ways, such as influence climate change. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, which is a gas in our atmosphere that traps in radiation from the sun, warming the Earth slightly over a long period of time. This situation can be balanced, though, by the intake of carbon dioxide by plants. There are many plants on Earth, which together take a lot of carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. This carbon dioxide could eventually have led to climate change. Although described in an unconventional way, you can see that the carbon cycle both influences and is influenced by many things. There has to be a balance in the amount of carbon in our world, but the environment has a way of figuring these things out. In a world of Pokemon, creatures which represent both plants and animals can influence the carbon cycle in their own ways, some adding carbon, while others use it to their own benefit.